Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss the principle of mathematical induction. Suppose a given statement say P or Pn suppose number 1, the statement Pn is true for some particular integer n naught. Number 2, if the statement Pn is true for some particular integer k which is greater than or equal to n naught, then it is true for the next integer k plus 1. Then the statement is true for all integers n greater than or equal to n naught. This is known as the principle of mathematical induction. And the step 2, in step 2, the assumption that Pn statement is true for some particular integer, this is known as induction hypothesis. Let's see some examples. Example number 1. Prove that for any natural number n is greater than or equal to 1, one square plus 2 square plus n square is equal to n plus 1, 2n plus 1 over 6. So the given statement is this Pn, or we can write the given statement is this is the statement, and we'll have to prove it is true for all natural number greater than or equal to 1. And according to the principle of mathematical induction, if Pn is true for some particular integer n naught, now we can choose n is equal to 1 in place of n naught. Now solution, put n is equal to 1. That means we are going to check the given statement is true for n is equal to 1. Then we'll move ahead. For n is equal to 1, we have 1 square, n is equal to 1 square, and on the right hand side we have 1 plus 1 and 2 into 1 plus 1 over 6. We get 2 into 3 over 6. This is nothing but 1, and this is the right hand side. and the left hand side is 1 square. 1 square is equal to 1. So the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Inside this means the statement is true. P1 is true. Now the induction hypothesis, and this is what that means. We will assume that the given statement is true for k. K is any integer greater than or equal to 1. Suppose that k is greater than or equal to 1 and the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is, suppose that 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus k square is equal to k plus 1, 2k plus 1 over 6. This is our induction hypothesis. Now the next step is we will prove that the statement is also true for n is equal to k plus 1 with the help of this assumption. Now we have to show that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. That is 1 square plus 2 square plus k square plus k plus 1 whole square. This implies we can write 1 square plus 2 square plus k square in one bracket plus k plus 1 whole square, and we know that the sum of 1 square plus 2 square plus k square is given here. Now we can directly put, because it is true, the statement is true for n is equal to k, so we can use this. This is equal to k plus 1, 2k plus 1 over 6 plus k plus 1 whole square. If we solve it, k plus 1, k into 2k plus 1 plus k plus 1 over 6. This is equal to k plus 1, 2k square plus k plus 6k plus 6 over 6. This is equal to k plus 1, 2k square plus 7k plus 6 over 6. This is a quadratic equation and we can factorize this, and the factor of this quadratic equation are k plus 2 and 2k plus 3 over 6. So we can say that the statement is also true for n is equal to k plus 1, because if you try to verify this statement, if we put n is equal to n plus k plus 1, so in the left hand side we get this, and in the right hand side if we put n is equal to k plus 1, we get here we get k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2 and 2k plus 3 over 6, and that is we have in this equation, in this line. So we can say that the statement is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. So hence the statement is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. Now the next example number 2, to make it more clear that what is the mathematical induction and what are its applications. The second example is, prove that for any integer n greater than or equal to 1, 2 to the power 2n minus 1 is divisible by 3. The solution: let or suppose for n is equal to 1. This is the statement. The statement is 2 to the power 2n minus 1 is divisible by 3. Statement is 2 to the power 2n minus 1 is divisible by 3, or in short we write 3 divides 2n minus 1. This is the statement, given statement. Let n is equal to 1. P1, the P1 is 2 to the power 2 into 1 minus 1. This is equal to 2 to the power 2 minus 1, 4 minus 1. This is equal to 3, and this is divisible by 3. So according to the principle of mathematical induction, we have proved the statement is true for n is equal to 1. Now the induction hypothesis: suppose the statement is true for n is equal to k, and k is greater than or equal to 1. That is, pk is equal to 2 to the power 2k minus 1 is divisible by 3. Now we will have to show that the statement Pn is also true for n is equal to k plus 1. That is pk plus 1. This is equal to 2 to the power 2k plus 1 minus 1. We can write 2 to the power 2k plus 2 minus 1. We are not sure that it is divisible by 3. We are actually trying to prove, or we are checking out, is it true or not. This implies 2 to the power 2k into 4 minus 1. We can write it 4 into 2 to the power 2k minus 1. 4 into 2 to the power 2k minus 1. Since we have already assumed that the statement is true for n is equal to k, that means 2 to the power 2k minus 1 is divisible by 3. This implies by the induction hypothesis two to the power 2k minus 1 is divisible by 3. This implies 2 to the power 2k minus 1 is 3 into t type, t be any integer. This implies 2 to the power 2k is equal to 3t plus 1. Now we have a value of 2 to the power 2k is equal to 3t plus 1. Now we can use the value of 2 to the power 2k in this statement. That means by this equation we call it star. 4 into 3t plus 1 minus 1, this is equal to 12t plus 4 minus 3, 4 minus 1, this is equal to 12t plus 3, this is equal to 3 times 4t plus 1. So we can see that this is divisible by 3, is divisible by 3. So by the mathematical induction, principle of mathematical induction, we can say that the statement Pn is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. Now we have an assignment. Prove that 3 to the power 2n minus 1 is divisible by 8 for all n greater than or equal to 1. Now the next question. Use the principle of mathematical induction to prove that for all n belongs to set of natural number, this is true. 2 plus under root 2 plus under root 2 plus and so on under root 2, this is equal to 2 cos pi over 2 to the power n plus 1. And the solution let's start for with n is equal to 1. So the P1 means if we put n is equal to 1, first of all I would like to mention what is Pn. Pn is under root 2 plus under root 2 plus under root plus 2 under root 2. This is number of roots in n. For n is equal to 1, P1 is equal to under root 2, and right hand side, this is equal to right hand side 2 cos pi over 2 to the power 2, that is 2 cos pi by 4, 2 into 1 upon under root 2, that is equal to under root 2. Under root 2. So we can see that the statement is true for n is equal to 1. Nth root, number of root in n. If n is equal to 1, we have only under root 2. N is equal to 2, under root 2 plus under root 2. For n is equal to 3, under root 2 plus under root 2 plus under root 2. This is n time under root 2 plus under root 2 plus under root 2. And this is equal to, the statement is this is equal to 2 times cos pi over 2 to the power n plus 1. We have checked for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, P1 is in the left hand side, we can see that it is only under root 2, and in the right hand side we have under root 2. So the statement is true for n is equal to 1. Now the next step is the induction hypothesis, and we suppose the statement Pn is true for n is equal to k. This implies for n is equal to k, we have 2 plus under root 2 plus under root k time. So we can write pk. Pk is equal to, in right hand side we have 2 times cos pi over 2k plus 1. It is true according to our assumption, that is the induction hypothesis. Our hypothesis is it is true for n is equal to 1, so we suppose it is true for n is equal to k, that is pk is true for n is equal to k. Now the next step is we will check, is it true for n is equal to k plus 1 or not. If it is true for n is equal to k plus 1, that means we can also check for n is equal to k plus 2 with the help of k plus 1. We can check for n is equal to k plus 3 with the help of k plus 2. That means we can say that the statement is true for all n. Now we will move for n is equal to k plus 1. So for pk plus 1, pk plus 1 we can write 2 plus pk, because pk is under root 2 plus under root 2 plus under root dash dash up to kth root. For k plus 1, 2 plus pk. This is equal to under root 2 plus, the value of pk is 2 cos pi 2 to the power k plus 1 so we can write this is equal to under root 2 1 plus cos pi over 2k plus 1. This implies we can write this is equal to 2 times cos square pi over 2 to the power k plus 2. Since we know that 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. now we have 1 plus cos 2 theta, 1 plus cos 2 theta. So we can write 2 into cos square theta by 2, that is theta by 2. We have 2 to the power k plus 2. This implies we can write 2 under root, not under root, we have 2 into cos pi over 2 to the power k plus 2. This shows that the statement Pn is true for all n belongs to set of natural number. In this video we have discussed some problems that shows the application of the mathematical induction. There are so many problems we can solve with the help of mathematical induction. Thank you for watching this video.